All right.
How you guys doing? Good morning, or afternoon.
So we're working on a 2000 Chevy Silverado windshield replacement.
First off, we're gonna have to prep the window. Make sure it's the one. It looks like it's the one.
He said it looks like the one.
Now they're all the same. Tahoes. Some of the windows are the same. But usually it's different. You see the difference because of the mirror. Because sometimes the mirror has lane departure, rain sensor, or it has the heated sensors around the window.
Right. So I see that there's some wiring in the.
Yeah, that's just for your mirror. So right now we're gonna look at it before I start taking it off. But before you even do anything, you gotta make sure that it's the correct window and that it doesn't have any sensors on it. So right now, let me just get that's for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Look at my brother hooking it up. Thank you, my brother.
He's gonna be learning today. When he's a kid, man, how you gonna learn today? Ready? Dude, you're close. You're real close.
Oh yeah, I'm close to the warehouse.
Yeah. So right now we're just gonna dismount the inside first. So you see this right here?
Yeah.
First you take off this clip that's here. It's like it comes with the mirror. So just like that. And this wire that's here, that's for your mirror, so that when people have high beam lights, you can press these buttons and it'll make their high beam lights low.
Nah.
Not a lot of people know that.
I didn't either. Yeah. I know, and it has that compass, electrical compass embedded in it too.
And that's what it's usually when you take off mirrors, never disconnect them, because once you disconnect them, you're gonna have to recalibrate, and then it's gonna be tweaking.
Okay,
so
got it.
So now just leave it like this.
Just untouch
attach it, and then you're good.
Okay, awesome.
So now that we got that, if you look on the side of the door, you see those plastic trims?
This right here, yeah.
Off because there's nails on the side of it. And those screws gotta come off. So if you look right here, there's screws.
Oh, I see it.
Those screws gotta come off.
This one right there.
And then this whole thing comes off.
Got it.
Now I just gotta get my tools, start doing that, because there's a lot of steps to this. It's not just,
you have to take all that stuff.
You gotta take off all these clips, all those clips. You gotta take off the wiper blade, because the moment that you try to lay the window down, you will not be able to, because it's gonna sit right on top of the trim, and then So there's levels to the shit, young boy. Take these clips off right here. Once you do that, you take off these caps. Right now, disconnect the manguera. I'll do it right now. Let me just.
Oh man, I should have done that myself, but well, I'm learning as I go along.
Yeah, so in any vehicle, before you start doing anything, you gotta take all that stuff off, because it'll help you in the long run. So I need this.
All prepared. So this is the hacksaw you were telling me about?
The glue gun?
Oh, that's what that is?
This is the one that I'm telling you. This one.
Oh, orale.
That's
the industrial.
The industrial one. It has more power. There's ones that have batteries on them, but the power on them is not good. It won't have enough power. It won't have the power that you want. Because if the glue, sometimes the glue is, if it's old, it's harder to take it off. Because of how hard the glue is. Right now, I'm just looking for my.
So how many years experience you been doing this?
3 years experience.
3 years, and already
a year.
I seen this guy work. This guy did it like in what? 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah.
20, 25 minutes. Quick.
Just gotta find. Usually I have everything organized, but you know, it's a Sunday. So we either got tools everywhere. If you don't have tools, I mean, you gotta have
some basic type
of tools at least, so that way you're not losing stuff or
wrestling, trying to take these windshields.
Yeah. But in this case, on Monday is when I reorganize, but you know. Don't lose your screws. Got one here. And some cars, they have trim, so it's a little different too. Like that. Just leave it like that. And you're gonna do the same thing to this side. Start taking these off. So it hasn't even been removed. Just tilt it to the side like that. Okay, now that you do that, whatever tools you use, put them
to the side.
That way you're not looking for them anywhere. So now that we did that, now we're gonna start taking off the cowling with the wiper blades. So let me just pop off these tops. Pop off that one. Come here. Pop off this one here. Once you do that, you're gonna disconnect your manguera. Just like that. Same thing on this side. Pop it off. And in the beginning, we already took off these clips here.
Right.
So those are good to go. Usually everything that I grab, I put them in one pile, so they're not looking for them.
That's the pile right there.
Now that I'm doing that, come here and start loosening them. Sometimes the wipers won't come off, so you gotta force them out because
they've been sitting there for a long time, and
with oxidation, it's like a welding. It'll weld itself.
Right, it'll just get on.
Yeah. So now do that, and then on top of that, sometimes people put a Loctite.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Which is a blue liquid that keeps it from loosening it up. I can see the Loctite from right here too. Now, for an average guy, a Joe Schmo, somebody off the street, look at the blue Loctite, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it from right there. Is it wise for them to go to the salvage yard on their own and to remove the windshield on their own?
No, because when they start taking it off, if they don't look at the window and inspect it, sometimes there's already a rock chip. And once there's like a rock chip on there already, the window's already fragile. So once you start putting pressure on that window, it'll break right there where the hit.
So there's a strong possibility that if you don't know what you're doing, you can break it and damage it.
And then you're gonna be out of luck because that might be the last vehicle
right,
that has it. Okay, so at this point,
Yes.
I told you guys that the wipers were gonna be stuck. So now, I'm gonna close this like this. And now you're just gonna play with it. So by playing with it, you just gotta be careful. You're gonna go up and down. Like that. And sometimes it'll
loosen itself up.
Yep. See, look, so now.
I see it. Yeah. Look at that.
So you just gotta play with it, but don't wiggle it so hard because then you will break the mounts, the motor mount for the wiper blade. So you just bring it back, rock it back and forth. See, look.
Yes. See it.
So now you just pop it up, and that's it.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then passenger side, put it on the front passenger side, driver side.
Oh.
Because sometimes they're the same size, sometimes one size is bigger than the other.
That's right.
And then if you put it on backwards, it's gonna look all retarded.
Right.
And that's what you don't want. Now we're gonna open
That right there is a safety tip. Put the passenger in the passenger and the driver in the driver.
Yep. So now I got one clip there in the middle. So
he's talking about this one. He's talking about this one right here.
just gotta remember not to lose any parts because they're important. So just pop it up like that.
Look at that.
See? So now
oh, I gotta take the.
You got a screw there.
Oh, I see it.
You
Yeah.
got a screw on there.
Right there. Dude, does the antenna has to be removed también, right?
Yep. But that's easy. Usually,
It's just a simple twist off.
You could be doing this for 3 years, and sometimes you forget that there's
like the littlest things.
extra screws, you know, because you're doing vehicles like every day, so it's never the same. It's never the same process. Or so right now we're gonna close this, so we have better access. And right here, if you can see there, I don't know. Let me try to move this out the way. There's a screw there, so you pop that screw off.
Easy. Look at that.
That's it. But you just gotta remember that these are
the end panels for the
Yep.
panels all the way at the end.
And same thing on here. Grab it. Put this back here. I'm doing this because I'm so used to putting everything in like one single area, so that I'm not looking around trying to find everything.
Right. So everything on the left, and everything on the right.
Yep. So now that you do that, lift this up. When you're changing windows, it's not how fast you do it, it's how precise you do it, you know. You just gotta. You never want to yank anything out. You gotta find its way. It's like right here. Like clips, dude, clips. Sometimes you don't have to take them off, but if it gives you a hard time, you just do it.
You might as well.
Just do it. At this point, usually sometimes these are mounted to this, so you gotta take out the wiper blade. But in this case, you don't have to. So now when we pass the window, we gotta make sure that it doesn't touch this side there. So now that that's out the way, now it's the fun part. So when you take it out in the middle, you're gonna bend it like this in order for it to
come out. Yeah, look at that. Oh, there's a manguera stuck over here.
But when you get stuck with the manguera here, the manguera has unions. So you're gonna find the closest one. So the closest one is here. You disconnect it.
Easy.
But when you put it back, you gotta remember to put it back before you start putting everything. So the manguera hose is right here.
So that's right there?
So that goes there.
And that's the, for the windshield.
The fluid.
The fluid, the windshield wiper fluid.
My bad. Usually I like to clean it off. And then this goes right in front.
Look at that.
Just like that.
Beautiful.
Once you do that, close this. You're done. Now it's to take off the trim and start cutting it. This is the tool I like to use. It's nice and sharp, and it has a paint protection on it, so it's not scratching paint.
Good, awesome.
So now the fun part. I'm gonna take off this molding here. When you take out this molding, sometimes it has aluminum, so you just gotta be careful it doesn't slice your finger. Has it happened before? Let me just grab my spray bottle.
Yep. So again, this is for a 2000 Chevy Silverado windshield. Look at that.
She's sharp as hell too.
That's something like a ninja sword.
Make sure it works.
Look at that.
Now we know it works. So my cutting tool. And now I'm gonna pull this more. Jump on the other side and take it all off. This is definitely original.
For the people that don't know, what do you mean by definitely original?
So the glass, and if you see here in this corner,
Yeah.
there's no part number. And the
Okay.
reason that there's no part number is because it's an original glass. It has not been changed. It doesn't even look like nobody's ever tried to change it.
That's why
that's the original glue.
and that's the reason. That's the reason why he said that's the original.
This is garbage. The new one comes with one. So now, usually when you start cutting the sides and the top of the window, you gotta, usually I wet it. A lot of people don't. It makes it easier to cut it like butter.
Now some people use a regular water. Do you use just regular water, or it looks like
water
you use...
with soap. Water with soap.
And that's the best way. Just that. That's all.
Get to cut it. That way it slips. So now look, this tool, it's a push tool, but there's two different ones. Me, I like to use this one because you just gotta go like that, pop it up like that, and put it back on there so you can go down with it. So now. Sometimes this glue is a little hard to push, to cut, since it hasn't been cut.
It's been sitting there for a long time.
You just gotta go back and forth. There it goes. Okay, so you're gonna leave it like that. We'll come back to the corner. There's a longer blade that I use to finish it off. You know, me, I'm a chaparrito, so I gotta...
You're jumping all over this place. Damn, look at that.
So I just keep going back and forth to cut anything. See, it's loose. point of this is to not break the window more. 'Cause you gotta load it up. We gotta load it up in our vans. And it causes less basura. See right here on the side of the open?
Yeah.
I could just cut it with my
that blade?
My saw.
Right.
But I'm choosing not to. That way you guys see the full, the top and sides cut. Because that blade is meant just for the bottom.
Oh.
But, and then there's another shorter blade that we use as well.
And that shorter blade, is that for the bottom and sides?
That's for semi trucks.
Oh.
Like the KWs and
the tractors. He's talking about the tractors.
we also do semi trucks as well. This glue looks easy to cut. It's not. I'm already sweating.
I see you burning some calories there.
Yeah. Okay, right there is fine. So now,
already loosening it up.
now it's time to do the side and the top. You can put this one down. When you put it down,
Blade down.
Blade down.
Oh wow.
There's been accidents before where you don't pay attention.
And fellas be putting it with the blade pointing up.
Yeah.
The point.
And then they end up stepping on it, and that's a real deep blade. But right now what I'm doing, I'm soaking the bottom. So that way the glue on the bottom is easier to cut.
And this is just regular soap and water just to lubricate it and for better.
Cuts it better.
All right, here it is right there,
on
gentlemen.
this blade, there's the one that says this side towards glass. That's how you're gonna cut it. If you cut it like this, you're gonna cut metal. You're gonna cut through the body instead of the glue that's in between the glass and the glue.
Okay.
So, if that makes any sense.
No, it does, it does.
So, right now it didn't cut. You never want to let go of the gun while it's moving, because it'll jump and it'll cut either the dash, and that'll suck, because then people will want the whole new thing.
Oh.
Yeah. alley.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
Then when you take the window out, you
Yeah.
lift it so you're not scratching, and then pop it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you do get your workout here, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Usually when you take out the window, try not to break it so much because you gotta load it up and those little pieces of glass stay on the rack and causes other windows to shatter. Just like that. Now, cleaning up the body. So by cleaning up
The Axis adhesive, that's what that is, adhesive, right?
it's glue.
Oh, it's glue.
It's glue. So when you do it, usually you don't have to cut off like all the way towards the body. I do. I cut it flushed. Some people they don't. They leave some, but I don't like to do that. It's just better to put todo nuevo.
Right.
But when you're cutting, sometimes you just gotta be careful. You don't want to tear fabric. But sometimes it's a little hard not to. But you just gotta make sure you don't. Right there. Just like that. Took me practice to do it like this, but practice makes perfect, you know?
Right, exactly.
In this case, your car is not rusted from the top. Usually on Silverados, it's rusted all along here.
On the top
But
trim.
in yours is in good condition.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it's an original window. See right here where they came off?
Yeah.
They did not put primer there. So that's why it came off. See, look.
They didn't put primer there.
Not there, no. Everywhere else they did, but not here.
Hmm.
This is not primer. Surprisingly, it didn't rust. Just gotta know how to use your tools. That's it. Now that you do that, now you gotta clean it. Clean the body so that the glue sticks better and it doesn't peel off like there. You gotta make sure you get it all. So now, just regular soap and water. Spray it alongside the body. Since I'm here, I clean the dash too.
My man. You do details too, my brother.
I know, right? Do everything. Right now I'm taking off all the dirt, any debris. See the difference right there?
Yes, sir.
Voila.
Oh, look at that. Clean. Clean as a whistle.
Just work your way back this way. Clean here because that's where the tape is gonna go. Same process. Right now, you don't have rust, but it's coming.
It's getting there?
It's getting there, so I'm gonna throw primer on it so that it stops. Usually, you throw black primer on there for like if I scratched, put primer on it because then it'll rust right there. But in this case, I'm gonna put it on yours because I see spots of rust right here.
They're starting to form.
Here. And to stop it, it's best now that you put a, well, that I put a primer on it, so it does, so that it stops there. So
really quick, how can people reach you and your phone number? Where you located
you can reach us at AM Auto Glass. You can speak to my boss Antonio. The number is 708-369-0060, and then we can give you a quote. We have a shop located in Romeoville.
Romeoville, Illinois.
Yep. And then you could reach us there. We're on Google. We're 5-star. We're better than Safe. Like they call us to, you know,
to do some work.
To do some work. They're cagadas.
And just for the people to know, what's your name, brother man?
Oh, Isaiah. You can call me Issai Urrutia. I work with Antonio Martinez. One of the best of the best.
You got it, brother. Look at that. I mean, you can tell by your work.
To cure these rust that's here, we're gonna throw some primer on it. Your black primer. It's for any like cuts or anything on the glass or the body of the. So since you have a molding on the top, just gonna go straight line. Me, you don't have to put it on where you cut the glue, but I do it so that the glue bonds better. But you don't have to put primer on the surface where you cut. I usually do. Right here where they didn't put primer. There you go.
Now you're putting the primer on there.
Look right there. That's where rust could start. See, look right there. That's where you could put it. But like I said, you don't have to use primer on the top of the glue. I do, so that it bonds better and it doesn't come off over time. Now we let it sit and dry.
All right.
And then we can go prep the window. Right now we're just gonna prep the window. Clean off any dirt. Because the reason I'm cleaning it right now, because when we put the window on, we cannot touch the window, because if we touch it, it'll push the window out, and then the glue will be forced to go out. So you don't want to mess with it because it's not cured yet. Usually it takes about 2 to 3 hours for the glue to dry. So
2 to 3 hours.
And we tell people no car wash for the next 24 hours.
Oh wow.
But as you can see, I'm cleaning off the black parts because that's where the glue is gonna sit. And you gotta make sure there's no grease or fingerprints or anything on there. And then this right here is a clear primer for the window. You really can't see it, but it's so you're gonna go on the edges. Just go straight down.
suction cups.
Just taking out this tape. Okay, now the window's ready. So now to throw on glue. So I already have the tip pre-cut. Usually you can start on either side. Me personally, this is my stronger arm, so
Passenger.
so when you do it, try to reach as far as you can. I might just have to change the tip on this one and make the glue a little less thick, because you gotta keep it as straight as you can. As far as I could reach.
That's understandable. Look at that. Look how perfect that looks.
So when you start,
Yeah.
you gotta try not to make so many unions. By unions I mean like stops. That way, that's because that's where that chance of water coming in would go.
So just try not to stop, but like one full length.
Yeah. And if you do stop and you cause the union, you gotta close it, which I'll show you in the end process.
Hey, it looks like you're loading a torpedo gun.
Yeah. So right here, I'm gonna start. That's it now. Right here where I started, where the union stopped, you gotta close it. If you don't, that's where the water will leak. a little bit. Usually before you throw on the window, you gotta double check all your work. Because once you lay it on there, there's no turning back. Right now, I'm just trying to make sure that it's all good. Pushing it up to where the old mark of the glue was. That's fine. That's up a little bit. You don't want to go all crazy, but pass me that stick. Okay. I don't know if you wanna.
What's up?
Maybe help me out real quick and leave the window on.
Yeah.
You're gonna go over there.
Yeah. Can't touch it, right?
You can touch the suction cup. But be careful with the. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, wait. Give me 1 second. Okay. Just watch. See, it's gonna be flush. You need to go lower. Okay, I'll tell you when. Okay, if you want, just hold it close to the glue, and I'll fix it. Hold on, just hold it like that. Okay, yeah, go down. No, stay like that. Okay, let it go. That's how you install the window.
Oh, wow.
And then now everything that you took off,
you gotta put it back on. So in the beginning of the video, you already seen how he took off all this bottom part right here, the panel for the windshield. So I'm not gonna record him installing everything back. So the same way you took it out is the same way you put it back in. But are we done here now?
Oh, we're done. That's it.
That's it. And now one more time, how long? So no washing?
No car wash for the next 24 hours. The tape that I'm going to put on there, take it off tomorrow at this time. And then from there, you're all set.
Okay, so 24 hours and take off the tape. Yep. Okay, cool.
And then you're good to go.
All right. Well, once again, I want to thank everybody for watching the video. And again, where can they reach you again?
You can reach me at with AM Auto Glass on Google at 708-369-0060. You can call my secretary. She'll give you a quote on the vehicle that you want. We also do tints. We do quarter glasses, door glasses, you name it. Give us a call, we'll give you a quote and we can go from there.
Yeah, and just right outside of Chicago at
Romeoville,
Illinois. So all right, thanks for watching. Thank you, and you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.